There are some things you just can't prepare yourself for. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking video game deaths.
Did you know that the first video game RPG tried to be a Dungeons & Dragons game without the Dungeons & Dragons license? If you want to know more, then make sure to check out our countdown of the top 50 most influential video games of all time on our gaming channel, Mojo Plays.
For this list, we're looking at the times when video game characters were killed off totally out of the blue. As long as nobody saw it coming, and the death in question is permanent, then it's liable to make the cut. It goes without saying, but there are major spoilers ahead. You have been warned. I'm Todd Haberkorn, whose total sum of deaths in every Mario game since I could pronounce Nintendo would turn you to 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, and next-gen console stone. I feel more than adequate to guide you through this macabre list of CG cadavers.
Let's get ready to Mojo!
Number 10. The Joker. Batman, Arkham City.
But first, if you would be so kind, hand over my cure.
For as long as we can remember, the Joker has constantly tested the Dark Knight's moral code, making him question if it wouldn't be in everyone's best interest to do away with the Clown Prince of crime. That being said, nobody expected that the Joker would ever actually die, let alone in a critically acclaimed video game franchise like the Arkham series.
Think of it as a running gag. No!
At the conclusion of Arkham City, Joker seals his own fate by accidentally destroying the cure for his own self-inflicted blood disease. It's the least he deserves for all the people he's murdered, yet watching Batman symbolically carry his lifeless body fills us with a twisted sense of sorrow. Who's laughing now? Number 9, the Rapture Booker DeWitt. BioShock Infinite, Burial at Sea.
Look at Sarah. She's come to see you.
The Booker is Comstock revelation was shocking enough on its own. Great. Just spoiled the game for myself. Awesome. But Elizabeth's subsequent quest to kill every version of her father across all their alternate realities was a whole other level of horrific. After spending the first episode in Rapture's underbelly looking for Sally, a young girl Booker lost while gambling, Elizabeth suddenly turns on her companion. As it happens, Sally's been turned into a little sister and has her big daddy murder Booker while Elizabeth stands by and watches callously.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
It's made even worse by the fact this version of Elizabeth is also killed, though we don't find this out until episode 2. Jeez, even Columbia's starting to look happier by comparison. Number 8, Eli Palmer, Far Cry 5.
Only you can make the darkness bright.
It's fair to say that the majority of protagonists found in FPSs are also mass murderers.
Did you think you were free?
The Far Cry franchise is certainly no exception, and while you generally get to choose who you do and don't kill, Far Cry 5 decided to take all that agency away. After another mind-bending encounter with Jacob Seed, the deputy is brainwashed into murdering ally Eli Palmer.
Hey, only you could have gotten this close. Only you could have earned his trust.
Eli's death won't necessarily pull on anybody's heartstrings, but as the leader of the local militia battling the Seeds, he was still a pretty likable character and vital to the cause. Making his death at your own hands comes straight out of left field.
Eli! No!
What the did you do? You killed him!
Number 7, Sarah, The Last of Us.
Sammy, there is something bad going on. We have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Naughty Dog certainly knew the perfect, soul-shattering way to prepare us for the darkness of this masterpiece, and it all took place within the opening 30 minutes. After being introduced to Joel and the adorable relationship he has with his 12-year-old daughter Sarah, the game proceeded to rip it all away via one hell of a prologue. After their car crashes in the middle of a pseudo-zombie apocalypse, Joel flees with Sarah, only for them to be cornered by a soldier under orders to shoot anybody he comes across, infected or not. While Joel survives the encounter, Sarah isn't so lucky and bleeds out right in front of her father's eyes. Look at it this way. It's one less mouth to feed. Oh, come on, don't say too soon. This game has been on sale in the PlayStation Store over a dozen times.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on.
Number 6, Ethan Forrester, Game of Thrones.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate.
And keeping with the tradition of the books and the show, Telltale Games aimed to continue George R.R. Martin's habit of killing off as many characters as possible, as shockingly as possible.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father.
Despite this, Ethan Forrester's brutal murder at the hands of Ramsay Snow still came out of nowhere, mainly because Ethan was only a kid.
Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want the brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Attempting to gain the Forresters' lands after the death of the family patriarch at the infamous Red Wedding, the bastard of Bolton ends up going to his usual extreme when he violently stabs Ethan in the neck. So much for negotiations.
I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
Number 5, Dominic Santiago, Gears of War 3.
Maria. Baby, I'm sorry I couldn't bring you home. But you're with the kids now. That's home, yeah?
This endearing soldier spent most of the series searching for his missing wife, Maria, a character arc we were pretty sure was going to end in tragedy.
I'm so sorry, Maria.
Turns out his depressed wife disappeared after their children were killed by the Locusts on Emergence Day, paving the way for Dom's highly personal stake in the ongoing war. His story doesn't get better from there, as it's ultimately revealed that his wife was converted into a Locust. In Gears of War 3, he truly becomes a martyr for the cause, sacrificing himself to strike a blow to the Locusts and rescue his comrades.
Never thought it would end like this, huh? Huh, Maria? Dom! No!
Number 4, 2B, Nier Automata.
Is this a white area virus?
Considering this game has numerous branching paths, boasting a different ending for every letter of the alphabet, not everyone will have been witness to this particular demise. As the logic virus causes chaos among the Yora androids, primary character 2B finds herself infected with it, facing a slow and agonizing death as a result.
Alert. Virus infection detected. Proposal. Administer vaccine immediately.
While the game offers some hope that 2B may overcome the virus, this never comes to fruition. Subsequently, the rogue Unit A2 becomes the game's replacement hero after she mercy kills 2B.
These are my memories. Take care of everyone for me. Take care of the future, A2.
Unfortunately, when third protagonist 9S witnesses this, he misunderstands the situation, swearing revenge. We know how you feel, 9s. 2B truly was the android of our dreams.
I'll kill you!
Number 3, John Marston, Red Dead Redemption.
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son.
Nowadays, Rockstar has a bit of a reputation for killing off their main characters, but the tragedy of outlaw John Marston was something nobody was expecting.
Who is it, Paul?
It's just some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it.
After he finishes assisting government agents track down and kill the members of his old gang, our favorite cowboy was promised a peaceful life, only to be betrayed at the last moment.
I love you.
I love you.
Now go! Get!
John's last stand ends in him outgunned and shot to pieces, serving as a punch in the gut for everyone rooting for him to finally escape his violent past once and for all. least we can take solace in the fact he was able to save his family, but not solace in the fact that I just ruined Red Dead Redemption Part 1 for myself, and now I gotta go play Part 2 knowing that I haven't beaten Part 1.
By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Pa.
Number 2, Ghost and Roach. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Get that intel. Shepard out.
Roach, get on Makarov's computer and start the transfer.
General Shepard has a special place down in video game hell. After all, he's a traitor, the cause of most of the problems in Modern Warfare's narrative, and lest we forget, he murdered Task 141 soldiers Roach and Ghost.
We have the DSM. We've got it, sir. Good. That's one less loose end.
Revealing his true colors with his untimely betrayal, Shepard continues fanning the flames of the U.S.'s destructive war with Russia. While he does get his just desserts in the form of a well-aimed knife to the eye, that doesn't lessen the blow this vindictive and insane superior officer dealt. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
It is done. The way lies all before you. Only she remains to be found.
So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself. Not bad.
Number 1, Eris, Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth doesn't have a reputation as one of gaming's most diabolical villains for nothing. No, we're not talking about the time he destroyed Cloud's entire village. If your personal stake in the story wasn't high enough already, then just wait until you see the one-winged angel descend from above and impale everyone's favorite party member. Brutally stabbed while trying to summon the only spell capable of thwarting Sephiroth's plans, Eris's death is one of the most distressing scenes to ever be rendered in a video game. Just you wait, Sephiroth. You won't be smiling when I go Haberstrife on your ass.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.